Black Caucus issues nasty demand to FBI. The Congressional Black Caucus asked for the chance to meet with FBI Director Christopher Wray. The CBC believes that a report titled Black Identity Extremists Likely Motivated to Target Law Enforcement is dangerous to the African American community. Furthermore, the CBC wants the FBI to remove black identity extremists from their lists of domestic terrorists, according to the Daily Caller. The CBC's argument is that the events the FBI used to draw their conclusions were isolated instances of African Americans attacking police officers. By drawing these conclusions, the FBI conflates black activists to criminals who are trying to hurt police officers, according to the CBC. It relies on a handful of obviously terrible incidents to paint black Americans who exercise free speech against witnessed police brutality as possible violent extremists, the letter to the FBI read. The CBC went on to say that the board characterizations can only serve to further erode trust between law enforcement officials and many of the black communities they serve, further inflaming an already tense and complicated dynamic. The FBI report states that there are black identity extremists who are capable of committing violence against police officers due to alleged incidents of police brutality against African Americans. The report goes on to cite the shootings of Mike Brown as a tipping point for the extremists, with each shooting in America involving African Americans and police racial tensions flare, which is not helpful or productive for anyone. Wray was asked by the CBC to respond to the letter by October 23rd. If the FBI doesn't respond by then, it's likely that the CBC will take their claims into a more public sphere, pressuring the FBI in other ways. The organization is set on removing any and all classifications by law enforcement that they deem unfair toward their community, which is understandable. However, threatening the FBI and making demands of them may not be the best way to handle the situation. The CBC confirms that if Wray doesn't get back to them, the CBC will assume that the FBI is trying to target African Americans. They conclude their letter stating, "We are concerned that this assessment could lead the FBI to target black communities, and it is imperative that you come to meet with the 49 members of the CBC to address our concerns." At the same time of this writing, the FBI has not confirmed if they plan on holding a meeting with the CBC. If they do decide to oblige the CBC, it's likely that we won't hear about the date or time of the meeting until after it's concluded. The result of the meeting may be similarly difficult to pick up. One of the best ways to monitor this situation would be to closely monitor the FBI's active classifications of dangerous groups. Their response to this situation is everything. One thing is for sure: whatever either organization decides to do going forward, we hope it is in the best interest of the American people. Our safety depends on accurate and transparent law enforcement. Well, let them have their meeting. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and again, thank you so much for watching.